What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and welcome back to Monster Prom, the gift update. For our second day of the 13 days of Monster Prom, we're going back to get yet another totally random gift. And by totally random, I meant I have this all planned. Let's go! 1 player, 2 players, 3 players, or 4. Stop putting me through this. No more. Short game, full game. Short. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just very, very stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Choose your player. We played as blue last time, let's play as green. There we go.
Okay.
And we had yet to experience his ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love for fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party goat with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And time to skip the pop quiz. We're gonna be rolling for random stats because we're gonna try to go for a specific object this time. We're gonna try to find the mind control classes. Random stats, random stats, random stats. There we go. Kawaii eyes. That's actually gonna help us because we'll be trying to talk to Miranda today. Week 1, morning.
Sure.
Let us go have some fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You get into fun. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly. That would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation. And that's bound to be much more interesting. Hey there, Polly, I can see you're Santa's favorite hoe. You're also my favorite hoe. Hey babes, you're making quite a noise and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future. Because continuity in this school seems a bit random. Noise, let's do it. Y'all know my favorite things in the world. Drugs. Sexual activities. Noise. No, dummies. That too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club. I have bad memories about being in a literature club, Polly. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote dope poems and made new friends? No, the other thing. Ah, fuck yes, that's right. So weird I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know. Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between 2 ideas. I propose we start a club. A delightful meta club where we enjoy ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. Brilliant. Boring. I propose the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club. A club where we could spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't both of you just do your own clubs? No! Our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between 2 options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one. Because Nez always seems to choose based on who he wants to ask to prom. You got us there, bud. So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. Tough choice. Mostly because I'm like super drunk right now. A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly one of the options because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. So, I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub, or the best club is clearly the club because and then just throw some confetti. I want to go with Miranda. Oh, good point, Nez. I do like nightclubs. You do realize it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right? Are you sure? Have you ever seen this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub? No, but... Less butts and more butts, boo. Pony butts. Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed. Whoa, now I need to see it for myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses. I have no idea what's happening. The only thing I understood is that my proposal won, and that's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! As it might be true, you only know how to make choices based on who you want to ask to prom. But if that's true, you're off to a good start. Yes, baby, let's go! Fuck yeah, you can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain 2 charm and 1 smarts, which doesn't really matter because we might restart the game anyway. Week 2, noon.
Sure.
Time to pick up a gift. What's up? Shouldn't you be out there trying to convince a classmate or something, nya? Anyway, welcome, nya. Time to get a gift that keeps on giving. Give us the mind control! And there we go, holy shit, first try. Mind control classes, because inside every person there's a potential SERF. Time to go for the new plot line. Let's increase our fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, the small magical Latino cat slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal 2 fun from him. Hooray! You see Damien and Miranda with their heads in their hands. They look glum. You ask, what's up? We're boned. I do not know what this bone means, but I'm not optimistic about our chances of passing the upcoming exam. Hey, this was our first encounter for the other episode too. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to fail the test just because I spent all week in a really brutal mosh pit instead of going to class. And I did study. I had my servants read the entire textbook twice. But for some reason, my servants weren't allowed to take the test for me. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Chop the teacher up and melt his body in acid. No, there's gotta be another way. Doesn't there? Easy, just lobby the government, blah blah blah, or you need to murder your teacher. This looks like a smart answer. We're not charming, fine, take it, whatever. You try to advise Miranda to use a lobbyist, but instead you say something that sounds like hubba hubba boop boop swoggle. What was that? What were you saying? Are you having a stroke? Would it help if I kneed you in the face? Damien, stop kneeing him in the face. It doesn't seem to be helping. Just hit my rhythm. Whatever's wrong with you, getting kneed in the face doesn't help. Eventually Damien gives up, but you've already lost 2 smarts and 1 charm. Oh no. Alright. Morning of week 2.
Sure.
Keep increasing our charm or whatever. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him the hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one, the one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and it turns it into 2 fun. Suddenly you hear the elegant gurgling sound of water trumpets. Miranda's about to issue a royal decree. I, Princess Miranda Vanderbilt, grant you permission to speak casually with me for a short period. You're welcome. Fuck yeah, you're awesome at speaking casually. Let's do this. Now that we're speaking casually, I really wanted to tell you about the event of the season. No, not prom. I mean the event of the season for poor people. I mean the Royal Winter Surf Party mandatory celebration festivity of Surfly Service. My Surfs and I are total BFFs, so I've decided to throw them all a party to celebrate their lifelong mandatory service to the Royal Vanderbilts. And since I love my Surfs so much, this party must be the absolute best. I'll spare no expense. So I'll have my Surfs build an underwater grand hall for the celebration. It should only take 12 days of non-stop back-breaking labor, plus we'll need decorations for the party, so I'll ask some of the Surfs to get dressed up and tie themselves to the walls. So cute. And we don't want any of my Surfs missing for the party if their family members get sick, so we'll have to issue a decree. Surfs are no longer allowed to have families. I'm the most generous princess of all time. But of course, I don't want you to think that I'm spoiling them, so I'll need your mind control classes just to make sure we don't have any serfs insisting that they value their families or anything dumb like that. Okay, that's where the mind control classes come in handy then. You hand over your mind control class tape to Miranda. She's so good at controlling you, it's terrifying to think about what she'll do with actual mind control powers, but who cares? You stand this watery bay. They really do update the jokes and lingo of this game. I'm just so excited. I feel like singing. Suddenly an adorable little eel pops out of Miranda's purse. Okay. Oh, hi! Hi there! I know you! You're voiced by Jacksepticeye, so we'll try to do our best impression. Or maybe we won't try at all because I suck at an Irish accent. Yes, that's a great idea, Princess Miranda! Let's sing! Miranda starts belting and the eel starts singing back up. Wow, this eel has shockingly great harmony! The seaweed is always greener in a democratic state, but my loyal serfs all love my exceedingly high tax rates. Under my rule, serflings know better. They'll serve me forever. Now go eat your gruel. Okay. I didn't realize that actually was going to be Under the Sea, but it worked out. What a charming little tune. Who knew that monarchy could sound so fun? Miranda bows while you clap enthusiastically. Wow, Princess Miranda, you're amazing. You have the prettiest singing voice in the whole wide world. I know, right? My execution serfs made sure that no one in the whole country would be a better singer. Now let me introduce my song serf, Mr. Feel the Eel.
It's me, Mr. Feel the Eel.
Hello, Jack. I just can't not hear Jack from this eel. Pleasure to meet you. I'm the luckiest eel ever, because I get to help Princess Miranda plan the winter surf party. That's right. Of course, I need my serf to do most of the preparations for the party, as I'll be entirely consumed by the planning process. The burden of leadership falls upon royalty after all. For example, I'm going to do the difficult mental work of deciding that there will be drinks at the party. Now that I've done the first half of the work, I'll leave you two to decide what kind of drinks and how we'll get them, and who's going to pay for them, and all of the rest of the planning. You're so smart, Princess Miranda. We'll take it from here. Yay! I'll leave this to you two because I need to go recline in my velvet chaise and gaze out the window longingly. What? Kawaii desu ne. Oh my god, we have a weeb eel. Feel the weeb eel. Ooh wee, what an amazing opportunity. For the death of the princess. What? What? Wait, what?
Good job.
No need to continue the charade, comrade. The tyrant is out of earshot. The Vanderbilt serfs have united together in hatred, and after over years of pain and toil, we shall finally send the princess straight to the depths of her watery hell. Let your loathing boil to the surface as we plan her demise. This foolish party she has planned will be the setting of our assassination.
The revolution is here.
the fucking eel! And while I take care of what drink fills the punch bowl, be sure not to partake. I will add a massive dose of poison to the beverage, ensuring that all of the princess's guards will be deceased by the time the party is through. The revolution is here.
Bye, comrade.
I take my leave, comrade. May you dream of the end of tyranny, the end of monarchy, the end of Princess Miranda. This fucking eel. Just as Mr. Feel the Eel is swimming away, wait, how is he swimming? You're not underwater. Did anyone tell the eel the laws of physics? Miranda returns. I'm back. Phew, the gazing was so exhausting. I assume you finished planning the drinks. Think fast. It'll break Miranda's heart to know her serfs are plotting to assassinate her, but you can't let her die before prom. She's the only one with a hookup for an underwater limo. So, should we tell her that drinking is overrated, Miranda? You can't have drinks at your party, or do you want your serfs getting ideas? Or, you know what? Nowadays, cool kids only drink the latest, trendiest Fanta flavor. Poison antidote. This seems to be the bold option, and this seems to be a fun option. I can imagine Polly drinking poison for fun. And we have a lot of fun compared to boldness. Let's go with this one. There we go. Yes, I love the little bubbles in Fanta. They remind me of the little bubbles that come out when you drown an air person. But wait, will my serfs be able to handle such a bubbly drink? Serfs can actually be super fragile. You would think that working all day with one whole bowl of Mogurul can make them stronger. But there's only one way to know. Let's test the Fanta on some real-life actual serfs. Miranda's sadistic side is coming out. Miranda rounds up 3 of her human test serfs, and you administer a dose of poison antidote flavored Fanta to all of them. The serfs love the flavor, and the Fanta counteracts some of the poison the Vanderbilts place in their water supply to keep the population docile. OMG, my serfs look better than ever. We'll definitely serve this at the winter surf party, and bonus, I'm pretty sure this counts as providing adequate healthcare. Hashtag best monarch ever. Miranda's overjoyed, and you're able to get coverage under the new Mer Kingdom healthcare plan. You gain 2 fun and 1 money. We are very fun, but not as fun as Feel the Wheat Eel. Holy shit, he's evil.
Sure.
The fucking eel is evil. The table you chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who's flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants chew your food for you. What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't eat food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay healthy and fit. I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. So, maybe you should start this madness, Liam. Imagine all the food you could Instagram without having to eat any of it. But Miranda, look at his contented smile on the servant's face. You think he's eating for you, but secretly he's eating for himself. Oh no. Liam, go. You might have a point there. For too long, I have needlessly ordered off the cafeteria menu, leaving my food untouched even as I take the most artistic grabs. I justified the wastefulness by the intense artistic merits of my photographs, but I need to compromise no longer. Finally, I can have my cake and pay someone to eat it too. Still, Miranda, this makes way less sense for someone who actually needs to eat to survive. Oh, you're just jealous of how cute my serfs are. Eat up, little guys, I'm not full yet. Seriously, how does Miranda keep from starving to death? Do they put an IV in her while she sleeps? Whatever, she's happy. We will never know. Do girls poop? Do girls have buttholes? I have no fucking idea. They don't even eat, apparently. Let us go to... We can't go outside. Shopkeep is there. Let's go. Gym. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Around the corner, you hear the sound of Princess Lee singing in eelish maracas, which can only mean one thing. Oh, Mr. Feel the Eel, I'm just so excited for the winter surf party I could... sing! Oh, I guess. I was going to say I'm so excited I could burn down a medium-sized village, but singing is a great idea too. Let's do it. A whole new surf. Mr. Feel the Eel harmonizes perfectly with Miranda's feudal ballad. A whole new surf. Though you have served me through and through, as your feudal lord, if I get bored, I'll kill and replace you. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea which Disney song was that. You give Miranda and her murderous eel a standing ovation. You were already standing, so technically you started clapping, but it still counts. Elo, I didn't even see you there, fellow serf. Are you calling me a serf? I'm no serf. You're definitely not a serf, but you're not about to correct an eel with a hidden switchblade. Beautiful singing, princess! It's such an honor to join you in the magical wonder of song. You know, it's times like these I'm so happy that I have serfs. I mean, if you weren't here, who would listen to my lovely singing voice? Me? Listen to my own voice? I don't think so. Just the thought of Princess Miranda's songs going to waste. Oh, don't cry, Mr. Feel the Eel. I know it will make you feel better. Extensive and laborious party planning. Yeah, you're right, Princess. That would cheer me up right away. I knew it. In that case, we're missing one critical thing for the winter surf party. Activities. This will likely be the only party my serfs will ever have the chance to attend, so we should make it as fun and memorable as possible. Ooh-wee! I'm just bursting with ideas! Princess! We could play Shave the Princess's Neck! Each serf could shave your neck with their sharpest sword! Doesn't that sound adorable? I don't think we should shave her neck with a sword, if I have any opinion about it. OMG, I love it! Everyone will admire how hairless my neck is! But girl, your neck already crispy clean! I mean, my neck is already hairless, but I guess if everyone uses their sword on my neck, it will be even more hairless? Or we could dig a special princess pit and fill it with the cutest animal, feral panthers! Princess Miranda, you can pet the fluffy panthers all night in your special inescapable pit! This eel. Yes, Mr. Field the Eel, you're a genius.
Down with the murder.
Or we could simply sit down on your gluttonous throne and read aloud one by one a list of atrocities and injustices you have committed until Poseidon himself smites you down. Down with the Mer Kingdom. I mean, I love you, Princess. Kawaii desu. This is the best character they put in the game. Hands down. And it had to be voiced by Jacksepticeye. Oh, Mr. Field the Eel, you're so precious. I didn't even know peasants could be this cute. Anyway, as I was saying, wow, a butterfly. And Miranda abruptly leaves to chase the butterfly. But wait, that means you're alone with... Salutations, comrade. You have done well to weather the tyranny of the Vanderbilt so far, but fear not, the day for their demise fast approaches. The evil princess is falling into our trap just as we intended. She thinks she's just choosing a party activity, but she will actually choose the method of her own death. Ha! The irony is as delicious as the sweet of the proletariat. She returns. Bye, comrade. May the blood of the monarch salt the earth. I mean, farewell, tee. Party planning can be so stressful, but I feel so much better after vivisecting that butterfly. Fun fact, the most beautiful part of a butterfly is its gorgeous glistening stomach innards. Oh, did Mr. Field run off again? Well, whatever, his party activity suggestions were just so perf. We can just use one of them, unless you have anything better in mind. Aha! Impress Miranda with a killer party activity. Well, not literally killer, ideally you're hoping for something fun, family-friendly, and assassination-proof. The security game. If you murder someone, you lose, or... You are looking for a game that serves as the opium of the people, but there is no better opium of the people than actual opium, so a game about smoking lots of opium. That sounds fun. We're very fun. Wow, can you imagine how cute the serfs would look in their little opium pipes? That would be so precious, but of course one can't partake in opiates without a matching outfit. Each serf will need their own opium pipe, and matching opium hat, and their own opium ascots. Yes, absolutely, it'll be adorable. Opium is the perfect party activity, plus it's family-friendly. Family-friendly, but didn't we just decide a while ago that the serfs couldn't have families? Okay, Miranda's Mer Kingdom produces plenty of opiates to stock the party, but in order to find a fashionable ascot for each and every serf, Miranda's father has to conquer 2 peaceful democratic republics. Isn't Daddy the best? It wasn't easy to bring those kingdoms under the Vanderbilt's iron fist, but it'll be worth it for these outfits. The world takes a step away from the shining light of democracy, but you take a step towards Miranda's heart and probably her vagina. You gain 2 creativity and 1 charm. Week 3, morning.
Sure.
Let's keep increasing our fun. We're double downing anyway. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to the small magical Latino cat when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the Scary Clown. Wait, what? I'm super fun, I can be as fun as Bob. You accept the challenge, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really, do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. We ate him! You notice Damien and Miranda squatting on the grass, poking something with a stick. You rush over, hoping for a dead possum, but instead you find them gathered around an entire tiny metropolis. Check this shit out. It's our kingdom. I call it Smalltopia. A tiny voice from the city shouts up at you. It's called West Pemberley, and we're not a monarchy. I was just gonna burn it with a magnifying glass, but I'm happy Miranda stopped me. It's good to be king. The tiny voice from the city says, we vote for our leaders in biannual elections. But we are facing a quandary. How to boost our kingdom's struggling economy. Yeah, the whole place has been facing an economic recession ever since the pigeons stole the hospital to build its nest. The tiny voice says, that red guy stole the hospital and lied about it. I'm used to managing kingdoms that are significantly larger and much more underwater. I'm afraid I'm at a loss. Yeah, hey, how about being our royal advisor? The base shit, but you can take whatever buildings you want. Hey, says the tiny voice. Build a new hospital out of popsicle sticks and hot glue, or... You know what always boosts an economy? War. I think I saw an anthill over there by the water fountain. This seems to be the creative option, and this seems to be the bold option. We're more bold and creative. Oh wait, no, we're more creative than bold. Hell yeah, I fucking love crafts. Finally, an opportunity to give back to our beloved kingdom. Damon and Miranda excitedly glue a bunch of popsicle sticks together and draw a big red cross on it with a Sharpie. They plop it down right where the old hospital used to be, hardly crushing anybody. I think we make pretty good civic planners, don't you, Miranda? Oh yes, most certainly, Damien. Screams drift up to you from the city. One voice cries out, "Take them to the hospital!" Another replies, "It's just an empty box of wood and glue. It doesn't even have beds. What sort of cruel joke is this?" There's always something to laugh about in Smalltopia, isn't there? You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity, and possibly, well, a new kingdom. Week 3, noon.
Sure.
Let us raise... I don't know what to raise, actually. Hang out with Miranda. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-modern industrialized mega society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware. Yes, is that not enough? It's more than enough. But can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. Well, you're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of, or nothing conveys elegance and tastes like a gloating spoon. Ah yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon? Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude. No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Such smug superiority. I am no match for this spoon. Well, of course, Liam, of course. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. And time for the final event! Week 3 evening. Here we go, my dudes and dudettes. Let us go increase our creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. After advising her with the party drinks and activities, Miranda decides to officially invite you to join her party planning committee. Of course, Miranda's invitation is an official draft notice, including death threats for refusal or tardiness, and an armored guard detail to fetch you for an immediate emergency meeting. I'm so glad you can make it. Welcome you two to our final official planning meeting for the winter surf party. Woohoo! It's such an honor to be on Princess Miranda's divine committee. The serfs are so excited for the party. And I'm excited too. I can't wait to see the looks of joy on the faces of the serfs. It warms a ruler's heart. However, there's been a slight planning setback. A few dozen serfs have had the audacity to die during their party preparation work. Something about exhaustion and chronic dehydration and horrendously inhumane working conditions. Such icky rebellion. But don't worry, I officially uninvited any serfs rebellious enough to die before the party, so that little matter is solved. And now we move on to the main subject of our meeting, the cake. Whoa, how lucky the serfs are that you're serving cake! What kind of cake is it, Princess Miranda? Good question, Mr. Field the Eel. We're serving many great cakes. My most anticipated one is the simple angel food cake. The 2 main ingredients in the cake are angels and food. It'll be the most delicious cake ever. I'm told that massacred angel meat gives the most delicate, subtle flavor. I wouldn't know, of course, as my eating serfs handle all my tasting for me. Holy bubbles, this cake sounds heavenly! Princess, did you get my joke? But since the cake will be the centerpiece of the whole party, simply tasting delicious won't be enough. Once I saw a man hop out of a cake at a bachelorette party. I'm unsure how he lost all of his clothes, but the effect was incredible. Yes, we'll need some kind of marvelous surprise inside the angel food cake. What kind of surprise would excite the serfs? Perhaps a copy of the Mer Kingdom Constitution, signed headshots of their beloved princess, or coupons for extra punishments. What the serfs even like? Princess, we've been working so hard planning this party. Why don't you let Nez and I come up with a surprise? After all, you deserve a surprise more than anyone else. Aw, Mr. Field the Eel, I couldn't agree more. I shouldn't have to work hard on anything, ever. But I don't want to make it too easy for you, so I demand that the cake contain 2 surprises inside. Each one of you should come up with 1 surprise. Oh, I assure you, Princess, you'll be surprised. Your face will be painted with a shock so intense that the bells of justice shall finally ring across the watery valleys of the Mer Kingdom. Perfect! That's what I'm going for! Well then, I'll off to go prepare the party guillotine. Oh, don't worry, it's only for tardy serfs.
Comrade Feel is here.
Hail, Comrade Feel is here! The leader of the Mer Rebellion!
The Mer Kingdom will fall.
Once again, I have leveraged my position with Princess. The stage is set for our coup. The party shall be the start of a new age. An age of reason, an age of freedom. The age of the new Mer Kingdom. I shall use this ridiculous cake surprise scenario to plant a deadly and vicious assassin inside the dessert itself. When Princess Miranda slices into the cake, our assassin will slice into her. Freedom to the serfs, death to the princess. We shall toast to the rise of the proletariat. Mr. Feel the Eel is such a party pooper. If you wish, you can plan some kind of second cake surprise as the princess mentioned. But whatever you do, she will not live to see it. My assassin shall end her faster than she ended the life of my brother, Mr. Jaleel the Eel.
Glory to the new Mer.
I shall see you on the morrow, comrade. Glory to the new Mer Kingdom. Mr. Feel the Eel slithers away. Quick, come up with a counter surprise that will neutralize Mr. Feel the Eel's deadly cake assassin. A very convincing propaganda in the favor of royalty, or the assassin's grandma, in order to scold him from committing regicide. Grandmas hate regicide. Let's get away with the first one. You're going to need some pretty awesome propaganda to neutralize Mr. Feel the Eel's assassin. Fuck stuffy pamphlets, you know exactly what people really listen to. Catchy pop songs. You spend all night writing songs about why the Vanderbilts have a divine right to rule the people, own all the means of production, and administer the death penalty with no checks or balances. Your propaganda songs are so effective, you accidentally brainwash yourself into the writing process. Oops, now the word monarchy gets you mildly aroused and you love it. You steal a Walkman from your uncle's grave and load it up with your complete album. Propaganda for the people. You jam the Walkman into the angel food cake right alongside Mr. Feel the Eel's assassin. Hopefully your songs will save Miranda from the rise of the proletariat. But either way, your SoundCloud is super popular. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Yay, there we go. Time to take Miranda to prom, or the winter surf party. Yes!
Sure.
Don't be silly, Nez. This is no time to be asking about prom and other commoner celebrations. It's time for the Royal Winter Surf Party Mandatory Celebration Festivity of Surfly Service. Yes, my princess, it will be a party to die for. Aw, Mr. Feel the Eel, your words are so kind. And completely devoid of any underlying meaning. Indeed. Oh boy, you hope your efforts to disarm Mr. Feel the Eel's plans for assassination have worked. The day of the party happens then.
Comrades,
Your plans succeed.
important than cake.
Rebellion is more important than cake. You have prepared such a kick-ass party that you stop Miranda's serfs from assassinating her. It's not every day you can say that you've arranged a party so dope it stopped a coup. A part of you feels some guilt for using dirty tricks to keep exploited serfs from seeking freedom from a violent tyranny. But the guilt is heavily overshadowed by the joy of seeing Miranda happy. Yes, cake is better than revolution. Nez is most likely to become a lasagna, and Miranda is most likely to die in a coup d'etat. Oh my god. She didn't though. She didn't though. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and observed weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. You know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda and Damon received an award from Smalltopia for their work as city planners. Smalltopia citizens still insist the award was fake, and they pray that the two of them would stop messing with their city. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album was a hit. It had no songs at all. The album was actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure Liam doesn't care if you get it. Scott became an athlete. Not too long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in this war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And that was yet another new secret ending for this season's The Gift Update. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Monster Prom, like and subscribe so we could grow our channel together. Until the next episode of 13 Days of Monster Prom, my name is Nez and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye everyone!